Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicol Concilio and welcome to the video, y'all. Trying out a new hairstyle today. What do you guys think? You know, kind of like half up situation. No? Yes? Well, anyway, you guys, my family just left, so I'm a little bit depressed, and I figure, like, what's something that will cheer me up? And honestly, like, playing around with new makeup always gets a bitch happy. So today we are going to be testing out the new Colourpop Bare Necessities eyeshadow palette. This palette has 30 eyeshadows in it and is $30. So you literally are just paying $1 for an eyeshadow, which is awesome. I am obsessed with Colourpop. You guys know I'm like ride or die Colourpop, and this is going to be available on November 28th. I'm not really sure when I'm going to upload this video, but that is when it is available, and it's available for $30. And you guys know I do have a discount code with Colourpop. I do receive a slight commission if you use my code, so thank you in advance. You guys will get 10% off if you use NICOL at checkout. So I have used this eyeshadow palette on my sister when she was in town. As you guys can clearly see, like, it's definitely used, and I haven't used it on myself yet. I've just swatched it and used it on my sister twice, and from using it on my sister Gina, it did perform really, really well. But I want to see how it looks on myself, how I feel like the formula works with my eyes, and also I know that like soft glam is trending right now, and shit, finally, thank God, because you guys know I'm like all about that soft glam life. So I'm gonna be doing like another soft glam look for y'all, and yeah, we'll just see where this takes us. I'm excited, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera, and I'll be back to do our eyes. One in the bag, just throw it in the bag. All right, we're gonna prime my eyes. I'm gonna use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer because I don't know where my P. Louise base is, and this is the next best thing. And I'm just gonna prep. Bitch, I'm Doja Cat. I think I'm a Doja Cat stan now. And I'm just blending this into the skin. Oh, also, you guys, something I forgot to mention is that Colourpop came out with, it fell on the floor, a bunch of new brushes that are apparently luxury brushes. So I'm gonna be testing those out for you guys as well, because why the hell not? I don't have enough room on this desk today. I don't know what I'm more excited for, these brushes or for the palette. So I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop E15 brush, and I'm just gonna set my eyes with a color, and I'm gonna go in with the shade In the Buff. You're definitely not going to be able to see this on camera because it's super light, and I'm honestly just doing this to set my eyes since I'm using a concealer rather than a regular eyeshadow primer. Hey, stop licking. You're going to get a hot spot. Also, I know I need to get my nails done. I'm sorry, you guys. I literally haven't had time to do shit, so deal with it. What kind of look do we want to go for today? I really want to do soft glam. I really do. There's so many looks we could do with this palette. Like, I have a feeling I'm going to be using this palette for the rest of the year, honestly. Okay, so let's go in, and I'm going to use the shade Hustler, which also might not show up on my eye, but it's right here. And I'm going to use that as our transition shade. And I'm using that same E14 brush, and I'm just going to apply that up in the crease. I don't know if it's showing up on camera. Is it? Like, not at all, huh? Shit. It's a light color, so it's hard to see. And I used a darker base than I normally do for my eyes. You can kind of see it. But again, it's just a transition shade, so it's basically just there to make sure the rest of my blending is nice and easy. Bitch, I'm Doja Cat. How many times am I gonna say that in this video? You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna take a picture of this transition shade because you can really see it in person, but you cannot see it for some reason for the life of me with these damn beauty lights. So I'm gonna have my editor insert a photo where you can see it. The whole idea with soft glam is to really just make sure everything is seamless. The blending has to be seamless. Honestly, am I about to throw out all my makeup brushes and only use the Colourpop ones? Maybe. All right, let's switch to a smaller blending brush. This one is the E16. And now I'm gonna go into the shade Hot Gossip. What's the hot goss? Honestly, the hot goss is retrograde is over. Thank God. But we're still in post-retrograde, so we gotta be careful. We have to be careful up in this bitch. There we go. Now you can start to see some of the colors I'm using. Sorry it wasn't translating well. And I'm just soft glamming it up here. And this retrograde taught me so much of who's supposed to be in my life and who's not. Oh my God. Let me tell you. I'm so excited though for the holidays. Like Thanksgiving is coming up. We're actually going to my friend Stephanie's house for Thanksgiving because we're not traveling for the holidays this year. It's just too much, you know what I mean? And like we do not have a dog sitter that's gonna be home for the holidays. And like normally my friend Chelsea watches the dogs for me and like, you know, she's got stuff to do. And traveling in itself for the holidays is so much money and so much chaos and just a lot of angry ass people everywhere, and I get irritated very easily these days, so I don't want to deal with it. So we're doing a Friendsgiving because we don't really have a lot of family in California. Also, can I just say how frigging soft these brushes are? It's like insane. Bitch, I'm Doja Cat. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the same brush, and the next shade I want to go into is Complicated right here. It has a little bit of glitters in it, but I actually found out from doing the Colourpop swatch party that I did, glitters sometimes help matte shades, or like more pearl help matte shades blend more. So when you're using like a matte shade that has glitter in it, it's honestly just meant to help blend a little bit better. And I'm just like going deep into the crease with this. And like I said, we're doing soft glam, so this is gonna be a lot of eyeshadow steps. And I really just wanna do an extensive review on the palette. Like I'm trying to use as many colors as I can. Like I'm right in the socket of my eye with this color. We're gonna be in the socket for a lot of this work. I have deep set eyes, so I tend to really go in that socket. I got the dogs in here with me filming right now because Riley is out getting some stuff to fix up the house, as you guys know from my crazy house story video. We have a lot of problems going on with my house and it never stops. I'm just kidding. It stops. It stops. But I just wanted to say thank you guys also for all the advice on that video. I contacted my lawyer to see if there's truly any more that we can do. At least if I can report them to the Better Business Bureau or whatever that thing is called. Okay, so next shade I want to go in with Tabloid, which is right here. And I switched brushes. This is the Colourpop E19 now. And again, I'm literally just going back into that socket and darkening it up. This is a process with the soft glam, because if you want soft glam to look good, you gotta put in the time and put that blending work in, okay? So that is what I'm doing here today. And that's why this is gonna be a hella in-depth soft glam video / whatever. I'm using super light pressure as well. And as you guys can see, like that outer part, it's a little bit blunt for my liking. So what I'll do is use that first initial brush that we used for our transition shade, and I'll go in and just feather that out even more. You can also use a brush that doesn't have any additional product on it, but that is gonna be your key to getting that soft glam, is to constantly blend out those edges. I got my edges back. Oh my God, I am like obsessed with TikTok right now, you guys. If you have a TikTok, you have to follow me at Nicol Concilio. And I'm having so much fun on there. We just hit 20K and I'm so excited. Like I started it maybe like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I've had the account for a while, but I started posting on it only recently, and I post like 2 to 3 times a day, and I think I'm pretty funny on there. I try really hard to be funny on there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what the future is gonna be with TikTok, if it's gonna like fizzle out like Vine did or whatever, but I'm having a lot of fun on it right now, and it's actually a platform that has a favorable algorithm. Could you imagine? Instagram could never. But And no shade, YouTube's becoming that way too now. Shit, like, I'm having fun on it. It's easy to grow on there. It's fun. It's hilarious, and I'm having fun with it. So you guys should definitely follow me on there. These brushes are so nice and soft. I cannot get over it. So I think the last shade I want to go in on the eyes. So I'm going to mix these two shades right here, which is Taboo and Babbles? Bowels? No, it can't be bowels. Bowel. Oh my God, I don't know. But those two shades, I'm gonna just mix them together. And again, work in that outer part of the crease and bringing it in just like so. And I'm staying super low. Like, I'm honestly layering and staying super low in the socket. And the reason is because with soft glam, it tends to be more of like a gradient effect, more of like an airbrush look. So that's why I'm kind of piling on color in the same spot. At least that's how I like to do it. I know every artist and every YouTuber has their own techniques, and like, you know, you got to do what's best for you and your eye shape always. But this is what I like to do with it. And surprise, surprise. Again, we are going to be taking that first initial brush I used and softening out those edges. Oh my God, this brush is so good. All these brushes I've used so far are friggin' bomb. And let me tell you something, I'm obsessed so far with this eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye off camera, save some time for y'all, and we'll be back to talk about our lid and if there's any more matte shades we want to add, or, you know, just see what we got working with. Okay. We're going to now go in with the shade Hot Gossip, and that is what I started to put all over my right eyelid. So I'm just going to continue packing that on like so. And then what you're going to want to do is take your brush that you use the darker colors with and just like fluff that through. Let's do that. We're going to go over it with Velveteen right here. Yeah, there she is. Okay, that is the color I'm going for. It's like a khaki kind of color. Yes, bitch. Okay, all right, now we're making money moves. Now we are making money moves. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start off with Hot Goss and put that on the left eye and then go over it with Velveteen. And I switched to the Colourpop E18 brush. This is like a nice packing brush. All of these brushes I'm so impressed with, you guys. Like, I cannot say it enough. And for eyeliner, I'm going to be using House Labs. This is my favorite liquid liner at the moment. I'm just going to wing her out and connect it in. And the key with like doing liner with soft glam is it's very straight and like thin in the inner part of the eye, the inner corner. So you want to try to keep that as close as you can to the lower lash line as possible. So something like that is going to be like very similar to a soft glam wing. So I'm going to do that to the other eye and be right back. Okay, so the lash I'm going to be popping on is Lilly Lashes in the style Miami. And oh my God, I love how like blurred out and soft this looks. And I'm also going to put like a little bit of an eyebrow highlight and maybe an inner corner highlight at the end. I want to see how it comes out. My hair looks nuts. This one piece is like doing me so dirty. Is that your dad? Is daddy home? No way. Is it your dad? And then I'm just gonna pop her on super carefully. So I think I want to try to add a little brow highlight. You know, why not? I'm gonna go in with the Colourpop E21 and I'm gonna go in with Idle Hour, and I'm not getting a lot on the brush. I'm gonna go ahead and swipe that underneath my brow. It just kind of adds a little something, you know what I mean? Just like a little something, something. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be back to do the lower lash line. Okay, so as far as the face brushes go from the collection, I will say this one right here is a little bit too flimsy for me. I do like a stiffer brush when I'm going in for my contour and all that jazz. So I will say that was the only issue I personally found with the brushes. But let's move on to the lower lash. I'm basically just going to be doing that same pattern. I'm going to be mixing Hot Goss with Tabloid and Taboo. Those three colors. This is the E16, and I'm going to start it off with the Hot Goss. Just get a nice little transition shade going on for the lower lash. God, I love Soft Glam so much. We're gonna move to this really tiny brush. This is the Colourpop E20, and we'll go in with Tabloid and just kind of line my lower lash with it. Literally just smoking it out. This is my favorite part because I feel like when the lower lash line is complete, the whole look really, really comes together then. And for the inner corner, what should we do? Should we do a little something, something? Or is that gonna ruin it? Let's see. I'm gonna do Idle Hour, that same color we used in the brow bone. Do a little something, something there. Not anything crazy because this is primarily a matte eye look, and I haven't done a full matte eye look on my channel in so long, so I hope that this is something you guys were kind of wanting. Just like a little inner corner situation. And then I'm gonna pop on some of my favorite mascara for the lower lash. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Volume. And now I'm going to zoom you guys out and give you some of my final thoughts on the collection and all that. Okay, guys, so we are all zoomed out, and I have to say, like, truthfully, I love this look. I know that this is a very simple look, but Soft Glam is trending, and I really wanted to do a tutorial on myself on like how I would personally do like a Soft Glam makeup look. Honestly, I love the way I look in makeup like this. Doing colorful looks is always fun and fantastic as well, but I think I personally really resonate with the Soft Glam looks. That is my jam. But overall, the Bare Necessities palette, I think that this is the best palette that Colourpop has put out this entire year. I think you get such a good bang for your buck. Like, you get so many eyeshadows in here. This is only 30 bucks. I feel like other brands, it would be like well into the 50s, maybe even 60s, you know what I mean? And the quality was very good. I did a swatch tutorial or like a swatching thing on my TikTok. So if you are curious on how the palette swatches, head on over to my TikTok and you will see it there. If not, I posted it on my Instagram stories as well. But overall, I'm really liking this palette. I think it performed beautifully. And again, you can use my discount code to save some coin. It's NICOL at the checkout. And as far as the brushes go, I think that the brushes performed amazing. I loved the eye brushes. The face brushes were a little bit meh for me. Like I said, this angled one I felt like could have been a little bit stiffer. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, whereas my normal contour brush I use, it's a little bit stiffer to begin with, whereas like this one is very mushy. I don't know how else, flimsy. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, I would say for face brushes, soft isn't always better. I personally like a brush that I can like really get in there and buff and work with. For the eyes, I thought the brushes performed incredible for the eyes. Like, I might go through some of my eye brushes right now and throw some out and like replace them with the Colourpop ones. And that's saying a lot because normally, like, if I use a product and I like it, I'll keep it on my desk for a little bit. But the fact that I like want to use it and want to replace some brushes with it says a shit ton. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely recommend this eyeshadow palette, and I probably am going to use it for more looks, especially holiday looks. So don't worry, if you want to see a more colorful look, a more like bronzed look, a darker look, a smokier look with this eyeshadow palette, I will do it for y'all. Yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, a little Soft Glam moment. This is also really good to wear for the holidays. I feel like Soft Glam you could literally wear any time of year. I love you guys so much, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.